www.kgosiefm.co.za. Coming to you live again on www.Segongane Holdings. This is Kgosi Segongane speaking. We are back again on a Monday after a very long sabbatical. Bakaichu in Chwarele and Kaneti Kale Reste. Bakaichu Motlum Dumela.
Dumela.
Why can that's how we never had a sorry. Totally. Talk to me.
We are here.
Are you okay?
Leadership is here.
Leadership is here. The real one. Rather proper leadership is here.
Written.
Yeah. All right. All of you listening to us, coming to you live on www.kgosiefm.co.za and www.segongane.holdings.co.za/Kgosi FM. Thanks so much for taking your time and your data to be with us today to come and talk to the three gentlemen from different parties, Motswani, DA, ActionSA, and the Patriotic Alliance. They're here now today to come and talk to us about the scandal. Yeah. 777 million rent spent. Scandal.
And I'm like, I'm still saying, and we are outside.
Hey, my bra.
People are playing with
Nah, Regima, for Sibonaka, yo.
Representation.
Baba, bana ona uthedi lo wasiami. Lo thira madi amantsinze go re gala ba ge. Tshoko re tlotlele bana. Sherang bra for Sido do tsona sherang.
Yeah, bro, number A kolo blank. If you look at 777 million, what you could have done with that 777 million.
Yeah. You could have done a lot.
Ho tlamo wena mo. Di pothole tele mo.
Me bra.
O bone pothole e
Ma a ke tsa mkita go pothole ke ye ka. E ke 1 meter was gonna fix that.
Not even like a meter.
One for that. Yeah.
Bagi di proxy.
Ba.
Bagi di proxy.
Ora ba fe ba.
No, we know what the drivers.
Cancel and go order.
Not the drivers, not proxy.
Yeah. All right, guys, we're coming again live on two platforms, man. Sorry, YouTuber na get the Kgosi Segongane live show, and my Facebook page is Kgosi Segongane. If you wanna watch us in studio with the three gentlemen, please just go there, click and like, share, subscribe, and please comment and tell us what you think about today's topic. This big, I don't know if I can call it a myth, like somebody said it's a myth, or should I still call it a scandal? Sa gore ActionSA in Tshwane tšhelete kana botha modumetseng ba re tlo bua ka mostly ha re fetsa right after a little bit short message, and then we'll be back just after this. This show is brought to you by Segongane Medical Services and Clinic. They are a private clinic situated in number 70 Kgosi in Westview, Danville. They specialize on the following: primary health care, ailment diagnosis and treatment, including medication, wound care, family planning, well baby clinic, basic ultrasound, laboratory blood services, treatment of chronic illnesses, treatment and management of patients on ARVs, wellness screening, antenatal clinic, HIV services and counseling. They have a pharmacy on site, and they are doing CCMDD services as well, OHS clinic, circumcision clinic, and abortion services. Their cell phone number is 064-548-7176 or 071-422-8576. Again, the address is 70 Kgosi in Westview, Pretoria West in Danville. Cell phone number again is 064-548-7176 or 071-422-8576. Yeah, and that's our sponsor for today, Segongane Medical Services and Clinic. They are a private clinic. They don't take any medical aid, but they are fair like cash with 350 for consultation, and then how about the medication? They will charge you for that. Please go there, but check in Westview, Pretoria West in Danville. Very good service. I've been there a couple of times myself. All right, welcome again to Kgosi FM, and welcome again to the show, the Kgosi Segongane live show. Two familiar faces that we know of, and only one new, Mr. Fosi. Temba Fosi is a councillor, Tshware DA councillor. Kim PR or sorry. Yeah, is it the...
What? Let me rather do the proper introduction myself.
All right. Yeah, up to you, sir.
Constituency is a Centurion constituency. Ward councillor, Ward 48, and again, I also am a spokesperson at DA on the utility portfolio.
Okay.
As you remember that previously I was the MMC for utilities.
Yes.
Responsible for over 16 billion budget. Yeah, drop.
16 billion.
Yes.
When alone.
Yena mshimane now.
Okay.
Mshimane kasi.
Yeah, almost. All right.
Then I also serve in the structure star DA
Yeah.
in RMC and REC again, and I have a running mate ya Sile Brink for 2026 elections.
Okay. And what does that mean? Explain the last part for me.
Ki mushimane tsama motho kwa hae mo.
Moto kwa serious.
Thank you.
All right. Next dollar na lesanda wana ki Brazil kgwetsa la.
No, I can leave Brazil, ActionSA.
ActionSA. Ke rona batho ba tloa period tsa bone. Wena wa pere ha go le wa fana ka tsare.
No, wena o bona o question character yaka. A utlwe le message wa ka. Or ona le bona.
Ke le bona wa tshupira.
No. Na ke nna Kgosietsile Kgosi mang.
Yes, Morel.
And then ke councilor ya ActionSA ya PR. Hona ka Motshwane ka.
Motshwane, yes.
So my journey is started ActionSA from Kgotlhango teng. Now I'm the ex-MMC Human Settlement.
All right.
Ka Motshwane ka.
Yeah. Kopalo tse ma ke monyane Kgosi bua ka one because I can record le the phone like yeah.
Yeah. So nna ke serve mo distructuring tsa ActionSA,
Yeah.
from the provincial through to up to your branch.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. All right. Lastly, Ntate
Yes.
Patricia Lines.
Na ke mo dudi wa mo Ward 60,
Yes.
but affiliation ke leader ya Patriotic Alliance. So just to give a quick background of who I am and where do I come from. I was never in politics.
All right.
I just recently got into politics after I've seen, how the state of affairs is in the country.
Yeah.
So my political career started in 2018, where I registered my own political party.
Yourself.
Yes.
Baby Zama.
ABFF, African Born Freedom Fighters.
Okay.
So because of the struggles of being unable to get funding and running the organization,
Yes.
I then had to go under the wing of the Patriotic Alliance.
All right.
So that's why now I'm sitting here today representing the Patriotic Alliance.
All right.
And in the Patriotic Alliance, I was fortunate enough to be selected as the regional organizer in the city of Joburg, where I was in this position for quite some time, I think close to a year.
Yeah.
Then after a year, I was redeployed to Tshwane. So I've been here for like 4 years now. And in Tshwane, I was also given a position of regional organizer in Tshwane as well.
Yes.
Of which I was there for a period of about 6 months or so. And then we hit a speed bump and everything had to be dissolved.
All right.
So now, as it stands right now, I have been elected and selected as a ward coordinator.
All right. For Ward 60.
Yes, the ward coordinator of Ward 60.
Yeah.
So as it stands right now, I'm the ward coordinator of Ward 60.
Ward 60. All
Yes.
right. Okay, guys. Today we have met here. Katabe. The 777 million rent that was used or still being used by ActionSA, because they're the ones in government now in the city of Tshwane. And then Kgosi, the one in the middle, can we please have a show just for us to dispel this myth or to actually tell the truth or what happened? What is this all about? So should I give him the platform pele or address okay pila this whole thing? Is it true? This 777 or maybe give for secret king I can click the complaint for this money being spent.
News 24.
Yeah. Comfortable.
News 24.
News 24 broke the story.
Mara nantse re le mo moseleng wa yona le rena re lebeletse.
Okay, so maybe we can find like in a brief way. What did you see? How did it come about? Is it true? What happened? What happened?
Yeah. Brr, let me start back. Obana how to run administration.
Yeah.
You always have to compare like for like.
Okay.
Financial year by financial year.
Yes.
1. 2 is that the element you are spending Motshwane on matters that they've got nothing to do with service delivery, but more about patronage and making sure who are those that are in power.
Yes.
That's that. Let me give you just a background. One simple fact that we cannot dispel and far more is that the issue here, usage of the water tankers. You'd remember Horga 2023 we had issue here ko Hammanskraal a lorna bring.
Yes.
Where four phases of that particular project were going to assist us in making sure Horga Hammanskraal finally have provision through the taps.
Yeah.
Now, amongst the most important things, and which is still amongst priorities that are in brink, was that the issue here, we need to put it to bed. One way or the other, we just need to put it to bed. So when you look at the amount that the city is spending so far as water tankers and the project, they are Roy Valley and home Utusanale Hore Batua Maskral Baveli provision it was lagging, and they don't even talk to each other. So we had then a partnership together with the National Department of Water, Mahalis as the water board, City of Tshwane.
Yeah.
We invested about 150 million on each financial year for 3 years, so that whilst we have a short-term solution, who provider me to go Hammanskraal,
yes,
we should also make sure that the Royval gets to be ahead by making sure we capacitate the waste treatment plant, so that the effluent go up East River towards Hammanskraal gets sorted out eventually to Hammanskraal.
Yes.
Fortunately, when we were taken out, nearly almost 2 weeks later, that project was launched as phase 1.
Okay.
Now, ordinarily, when you have certain residents that are now receiving water through their water taps,
yeah,
what do you expect? That water tankers should not be working.
They shouldn't be working.
They
Yes.
should not be working.
Yeah.
Now, the very same. So if you had dedicated 100 water tankers in this area, then area A, B, C, and D start having water. You need them to have 70 water tankers.
Yes.
And then phase 2, area 1, 2, 3, they still get water. Then you need to cut down on that. I can tell you now that the number of water tankers that were there before the first phase and the second phase,
yeah,
the same water tankers are still there.
So are they still giving Batamasca limits, even though there's water coming out of the taps?
Exactly that.
Kgosi,
why is that supposed to
be? For 2 seconds, why are you still giving Batamasca? Is it true in the first place?
No.
Hey.
Bon.
This information I did.
So okay. All right, yeah. Oh, I can't for sure. Even though Meita Mascal has been sorted out, you guys are still giving people yeah. Okay. Yes. All right.
So, 777 million. No. And we be a scandal.
I can get it. Broke out the scandal.
And I like it to be a scandal.
Yeah.
Scandal.
Okay.
Guess what?
Kinete. What's no
Kinete? Scandal is 777 million.
Yes. All right. No, I'm not forget the story. Is it true? You guys still giving Batoka Mascali mates? So it's a lie in terms.
So Oscar Nameta story saying like
all right.
First day, our Kinamele story.
Yeah. Sabre is for more. I feel a point out. What other house in the story? Ogla for Sarkimaka, this thing, hasn't it?
Yeah, I agree on Opala good like defects.
Yeah.
Look, Brur, if we should not be joking about this is an emotive issue. It's the issue of joke.
Yes.
It's a serious issue, a very emotive issue. People died. People were metsi ka the water tankers.
Clean,
our
number
sisters
one.
cannot bath properly.
Yeah.
bana ba rena ba ya go dikolong where water is non-existent.
Yes.
Our people are being charged the huge amounts of money in water tanker mafias.
Okay.
And unfortunately, on such an emotive issue. Let me go a little bit better, my brother. We've got our old Danis who cannot do for themselves. As a politician, you need to understand and take to cognizance the fact that it's not we're not here to joke.
Yeah.
Some of us, we got into this not because we wanted political mileage. I mean, we were okay before joining politics.
Yeah.
So so it's a question of and then
yeah.
You can't be living provision the water tankers line.
Yeah.
When it's raining, you can imagine what happens. Far more half somebody else will tell you I can tell you now, it's properly documented. Phase 1 was installed. Go look at the internet.
Yeah, I do have.
Phase 1 was completed. Go Haman Skral.
Okay.
Then why is it that Batuba phase 1 and which were metered, those people are still receiving water through water tankers? This is where the challenge is. Far more is that the issue of Mamelodi was sorted out in region 6, but the still water tankers still. Let me just go for one thing that is powerful. Go Tropon in the Human Settlements Department. There's what we call rudimentary services that are being sent out to all informal settlements.
Yes.
Informal settlements, they cannot. Unfortunately, this is Ntori Filengi Human Rights Commission. As long as a certain place, you need to provide mates and over provide illicit sanitation.
Sanitation, yeah.
Water is life, sanitation is dignity. Now, Mutompe, this 777, that is not part of that. Kia only for the water tanker tailoring area ya tshwana le how when ho lokisiwa pipe somewhere else or honali maintenance on the system.
Yeah.
These are water tankers that are supposed to be only there for temporary
as an emergency, right?
As an emergency.
All right, yeah.
Now, in the issue of Hamaskral, because ordinarily they need to have mates because banally pompo banally system everything.
Yes.
That is why quoting in a permanent service quoting because we know where there's injustices that is happening in Hamanskra. So that is why they are not good agents in the inverse. But water tanker station. I can tell you now. I can challenge you now.
Yeah.
Each and every 10 cars that you see on the road, your water tank. I mean, now people can't live like this.
Well, you know how well today we're in Sanguve, delivering medication. So, remote PP3, I'm with my assistant, Kerabona Tanker City. Tonight because they are still there and they were full of water. That was all the answer. They're gonna go somewhere to give back to me. So, I can actually relate because I've seen them myself.
I challenge you.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah.
I challenge you and then go and see what is happening. It's a disaster.
Yeah.
So then you have Barre Honale Mayor who's monitoring this thing. Pakistani with this Paza shop when we're losing so much money.
Okay.
So you can't do that. And one thing about the politics,
yeah.
You go better in this way.
Okay.
You know, when you are saying you're in a coalition,
yeah,
the main member coalition, keeps you busy.
Yeah.
Keeps you busy so that when Oceana Lidi Lokwalo the portfolio and the Biduakwal, Bonaga Momuchin Wansama.
Okay.
Dilo under their watch.
Yeah.
Because they did not even request. Let me tell you, Renali 361 million this financial year. This financial year.
Yeah.
So spent 298.
More
This financial year, 2 million. 2 months.
Yeah.
2 months. Or December,
yeah.
And he knows that very well.
Okay.
Whilst we are heading on Thursday, some of these things don't go
fine. I don't find chance. Kgosietsile we are coming to you live on www.kgosiefm.com, the 0ZA, www.holdings.co.za. we are coming to you live on one platform now. YouTube, it's not like I connector, but we are live on Facebook, as you can watch. But later on today, I want to be uploading the video on my the same page on the video tab. Then you can just go and watch for yourself. Please comment, like, share, subscribe. The number is 0645487760 if you want to give your input of this scandal. If you heard what Temba Fosi said, now I'm going to give Kgosi a chance as well to respond to either Temba or to give us a new stuff or new something from that. That work.
Thank you so much. No, can learn like an overlay and then get la waka rawata bai. The one angari serious. It's one of the smallest matters. Smallest. What I like an for Falans in Taiwan.
Yeah.
Kiwaka 777 million. Osaya go 300.
Yeah.
777
million. Barring. Yeah. Okay.
777 in Rufika Yangoyon.
Yeah. Is it true, first and foremost? You guys spent 777 million.
Scandal. Scandal.
Okay. Is it what you sent me today?
Yeah, you're not Arimoyon.
Okay.
I will Arimoyon.
Yeah, if you can look on your screen, those who are watching on Facebook, you'll see we have a whole briefing that have been provided for.
Arimoyon.
All right, so
777 million. Yeah, organize Haramoyana in.
Kiss me like this one.
It's still fine. Number it doesn't matter. I know the whole document. So 777 million. It includes everything in a SEP system.
Okay.
Again, I go read too technical.
Yes.
But the long and short.
What is this SEP system?
SEP.
What was it?
SEP ke system
ya
SEP ke system ke financial system
yes
e leng gore re etsa procurement system mo yona.
Okay.
When you want something
yes.
Yeah. So these things are semantics,
yeah.
But the whole thing ele gore go tshamekelwa mo yona o khono lebella o khono buka mo yona o patela ka yona we tsang ke yona SEP.
But
okay. That's not the point.
Yeah.
The point go 777 million ke need. And the need ya teng ke gore e re go bontsha mo system ya 7 out of the 777 million ke everything tsene sentse ba di etsa tsene ba ruta batho ka tsona tsene ke le life in tso tlheletseng ke 777 it's entseletsa le e bona ba itochitseng
bokai
ba
But you say okay.
By dochitse.
Okay.
I think but dochitse.
And how the by or about you say young.
Yeah. Utlolor hitting.
Yes.
Bona he nele bona. Ba leng ko pele. Ne ba sa patele batho ba ba kolotang.
Okay.
Di water tankers.
Oh yeah.
Ne ba sa ba patele. I bet go ka nna le anyone o ka tlhagelang. O tla go bolela gore ai mo la one chelta rona ne re emela ino ba fela ke ba itse bona ba itsana
all right
a ke tsore ke bo mama
let's go to
179 million ke bona ba itlogetseng ba itshabetse
okay
they ran away from this thing. It's an accrual. So of the 7777 we had to bear the brunt and pay their mistake.
Yeah,
because what we can't punish people because
yeah
no this it.
Okay.
We are responsible.
Yes.
And this also shows you transparency. Transparency, we are not just talking about it in the books. Okay. So I screenshots like this one. Go look at that screenshot of my phone, WhatsApp or something or anything. This is what happened.
Okay, but let's go back. The figure is true. Again?
Yes.
This 777 million was true. Mara, it can't say labor or never say account time for.
Okay.
All right.
As you na fail.
Yeah.
Le ene ba re ba re tsotsa ka yona ba di create ga ithu.
Okay.
Yona e teng ka mole. Bon. Tanga ya tloga mo isa metsi. Ya bo. Instead of what is invoice A1, but is a 2.
Bone buffing.
Bonaba.
When they were in charge again. Okay.
When I go untena mo ganu.
Okay.
Ke batlo go tlotlela ka ba. I want it to sink.
Yeah.
We are aware. These things we know them.
Okay.
So, he bona ba tlisa tse 2. E1 he ba bona ngara ba kreilwe. Ba itsentsha one but it was erroneous.
Oh,
so the company so tlheletseo 156 million. Ke yona part ya 7777
yona earring rejected, cancelled and off from process
approval
payment.
Utlwela earring.
PO gain.
Purchase order.
Purchase order, all right.
How about tjhelete e tswa ka mo sitting?
Yes.
We ntsha ka purchase order.
Okay, so 156 was cancelled of this purchase because in the late end by
How is
the
purchase order?
Yeah.
Tjhelete e ka se etswe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so the purchase order tseo ke tsa 156 million. Re di kreile. When we 100 do mo government
Yeah.
Are Aish, ra kra tsona tse
56
million.
Yeah.
So ke setse le 156 million, e setse le 179 million. E bona ba e tshabetse. They ran away from this. You
Okay.
combine them together.
Yeah. I see.
Re ga nna re ya go tlase ka war ke tlo motlagana one by one or kana
Okay.
ba tsamaya.
Okay, but then the more airing actual expenditure was
342 million.
No, this one for 2024-2025 is 621.
621.
Yeah, so minus that 156. Is that what you're saying? I see. So what?
Minus.
What this whole expense in the living?
I see the faith. A good.
This 621 million was for what? Loring or is spending lokamo is city spending. It was spending on what?
No. Recently, re ya go yona. Ke re wena o mpotsa question e le re ka mo next page.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, go next page. Ke tlo go tlhalosetsa.
All right.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you more. The amount include 179 in what?
It thing hona go re ya.
Oh, okay.
It
Okay, sharp.
o tloela space le re duplicate le yona mo re tsena information ele ra be in figures in simpler terms.
All right.
A se yona gape.
So ke yona
777 ya wa bona.
ke a bona ke le
Re ntsha di PO tsele tsene go bolela ke re ne ba romela di invoices tse pedi for lorry e one.
she, yeah.
Ke yona e teng 156 million.
Yeah.
So ha re ntsha yona ele tse re di kreileng
Yes.
tse le re di kreile ha
Okay.
re sa di patela re di kreile.
Yeah.
Forensic audits were done re kreile this thing. Ha re sa di patela ya tswa mo di ma 77 ke ena 621.
All right.
That
That is one, I guess.
Yeah. Everentsha ya bona e bona ba itlogetseng ko morago. The one they ran away from. We subtracted 179 million. Ke di
Okay.
accruals.
Okay.
Ke bona ba itshabetseng.
Yeah.
Go sala 441.
441, yeah.
And then even an incurred expenditure. Ne? Ya administration ya bona before ba tsamaya.
Okay. So what was 98
Ba
million?
spendile something before ba tsamaya, ba spenda something ke yona ile.
Do you know by spending something so much?
98 million. No, we're talking about the tankers fela.
Oh,
There's
okay.
nothing else outside of tankers that we're talking about today.
All right, yes.
Tsona tsantsa bua ka tsona ya maskrale.
Yes.
Tsona tseo.
Yeah.
Ke tsona tse ke buang ka tsona.
Okay.
Ha re fitla, re di kreile ntse di tsamaya hona kwa.
Ntho na le metsi. Ka mo buileng ka teng.
A ke itse re ba ke rona ha re tsena, re
Yeah.
di tsamaya hona kwa. Go di tsamayang go teng.
Okay.
Ke bona ba di bitseng.
All right.
Gore ha ska bona ba itse re ba plantile eng ko kae. So that's why ke sa tsho antso.
So why can ne sa di stop Kgosi hela bana di teng kwa?
Wena o jagile.
Oh, okay.
Ona to ja tshwane re ka di truck tsa yona. A
Yeah.
re sa etsa nonsense ya bona.
Yeah.
Nonsense ya di tender ai.
Yes.
Stop.
Ne?
Stop.
Okay.
Aba bana di truck tsa ne di tsene mara wena o sala morago itse. Sentse ne go ga bodisa wena. Bona no tlaka tlakanya di khang. Mo di mo ga yona ya bona e ba itshabetseng.
Yeah.
Ba tshabetsele 98 million again. Mara that one we understand. That's what we call current expenditure. So you cannot automatically say gona le balance sheet ya yona alone.
Yeah.
It will tlhagella in the end at the end of the year.
Okay.
Gore ke.
Yeah.
So aro chelten are no setse go setse bokae fela. Bona ka 2 months ba jele 98 million.
By jile ka eng, do you know?
Yona e.
Oh.
Ke current expenditure di tanka ka
Ka
go sala ko
ke a
morago.
gutla ha re mo cancel wena mo re mo ga ka mo.
A utlwelele o nne so amplifier taba ya fosi ka mpo mo di mo ha yona.
Yes.
Ho di ntsha tso tlheletse di chelete tseo rona re spendile 342 million
On tankers.
on tankers.
That was supposed not to be used according to him.
Emma pele ka di never used ke bona re di kreile
Yeah.
re rekile ditanka tsa rona tsa
Okay.
tshwane.
So, Oapil, I want to understand one thing. Are you saying this money, this 342, you used it to buy new tankers or to still continue
Wena-
the very same tankers there?
Batho ba etso kare mo
Yeah.
di mo ga 777 million ya
Yes.
tankers tsa di tender
Yes.
fela.
Yes.
Nothing else. So this money is 777 million ya di water tankers. Fail. There's nothing else. Everything you are saying.
What I'm saying, Kgosi Utlwel,
Okay.
Wari, Lona, as ActionSA, the new coalition, the new government,
The new
you have
coalition,
spent 342 million.
On water
On
tankers.
what?
Tsa di tenders.
Go patela batho bao or to buy yours?
No. Utlwella. Ase gona le acquisition is separate.
Okay.
Ka ona acquisition mo di ma 777 million. That's what I'm trying to tell you. We're talking about expenditure fela ya di tankers tsa di tenders.
Oh, so people are not
342 million.
People hala spent 77 million for everything. You only spent 342.
Yes.
The rest it was their fault.
The rest is their fault.
Oh, I see. All right. 0644548 064548776. You want to talk to us, most people, please send us WhatsApp. So two councillors are in the house today. We want to talk about this thing. 777 million has been used. Kgosi also say, spending only 342 million. The rest of that money, KGA's fault. Can I lots up on who's born? Eh? Yeah, that's all.
I think actually
Alright, what's up here? Who's Bongi?
Somebody else, not
Dimadekwane, our panel, where water tanker mafia getting that water? Kimeti a city or they have special dam somewhere? I guess you can about that one.
I arabe kutlora.
Directly from the river.
Directly from the river.
No, not processed, nothing.
Not processed, not forgone.
My goodness. Okay.
So agitsore ele tswa kae? Ne ke batla go
FA. No,
agitsore ya ka mo PA e tswa kae?
Henops.
No, I don't know it.
I don't even go Henops even.
Yeah, no bona maro ka seng gapele se ke sa bona.
All right.
Mo fe yona ka au fe kara.
Yeah, ngara before ngara bene mpotso where these people get the water from.
Wena okay, no. Metsi a rona a tswa mo di a supply wa ke city.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ka tepele kitlo for chance mfana go tsena. Yes.
Overall metsi ale
yes.
A se metsi a di service providers.
Yeah.
Ke the city's water.
That's okay.
A tswa go di hydranting it's new.
Fire hydrant the ela thing.
Yeah.
Which we are told never to drink because that water is chemicalized and stuff.
That is fine.
Okay. Wait, is that how is that what you're saying to me now?
No.
But come Mascali Bakrameti from the hydrant.
No,
not hydrant.
No, not give me the hydrant.
Hey boss,
we can go open the tap now. And you see the water for everyone. You can't drink it.
Okay. Stop.
This guy should resign. I didn't try to
fine, board.
Let me empower him, boss.
Okay.
I will also educate him because there's one thing that he also needs to understand.
Sheba. Okay. Let's do this.
They need to understand. We cannot just dilly-dally. Let me answer your question.
Okay.
Let me empower you.
Where does the water come from?
Each and every each and every area in the city. That's why I eat. I intentionally said that because I eat.
Okay.
It's too technical for you. Level high understanding.
Okay. Let's not be personal. Come on.
Yes.
We're all leaders. Yeah.
We've got the service providers. I mean, it's a paid. This is Rand Water, which is our bulk and trading services.
Okay.
On each and every area, provider meets, we've got extraction points.
Yes.
Meter bulk.
Yes.
Because we call them non-revenue. What because remember failure systems go hammer.
Yes.
So that is non-revenue. So those bulk meters, we each and every time but what's one by a quality number or at the end of the day, rent water still needs to be paid. Mahali still needs to be paid. Mahali currently gives us 10% of Miti Arona, and then Rand Water gives us 73% of Miti Aron.
Yes.
That is why we've got the water treatment plants. We needed to capacitate so that we can cut down the over reliance on Rand Water so that we can be able to give back to our in cases where rainwater in the price, right now we can be below those prices that ensure that because we do have capacity on that.
Yes.
So he doesn't understand. And I knew he won't understand.
thank you,
Further to that is that the only provision that we need from Kgosi service providing is for them to go and collect from the extraction point to the residents.
Yes.
And whilst we do that, we are monitoring the water tanker from the chemical side so that they can what we are getting. It is really something that is portable and it can be shared to daddy.
Yeah.
So I did it. So I don't expect.
Okay, Kgosi, what is your take, Tabiso SPA? Are you not in a coalition lay ActionSA on this government?
We are.
Okay, so what is your take, Elena? Got this whole thing at 777 million.
You know, I hear that people are talking about Hamaskral. And for me, I'm not even going to talk about Hamaskral because it paints a very, unfair picture.
Yeah.
This is an issue that affects Hamaskral because Hamaskral is the only area I think into an problem. I would like to dispute that fact to say that is not true. There's a place in Ward 100 on for Vault in the site Lelabo Kanilen.
Yeah.
When we went there 4 years ago to go campaign and work the ground, when we were speaking with the members of the community, they told us banally issue ya metsi and basantsana ba receive metsi from the water tankers.
Yeah.
We went to Region 7. The area Tseletsabo Prongong Spruit.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of the place that we went to. Lebo Anaba complaining about the very same thing to say, hey, brah, we are still receiving metsi from the water tankers.
Yeah.
And then Hamaskral, where we went, which is Region 2, we did the very same thing and we received complaints from the community saying, hey, brah, we're still receiving water from the water tankers.
Yeah.
So for us, this issue started there and we could see, okay, there's a problem here because now people have taps, but people are still receiving metsi from the tank.
Those taps, are they running?
We don't know.
I mean, Lebanon talk about complaining, but are they complaining saying the water is running, but there's a tanker there?
No. The taps are dry. There's not even metsi coming out from the taps.
Yes.
But we didn't know what could be the reason and why was that happening.
Yes.
Now, remember this issue when it started out, it started from a linked screenshot that was taken that ended up in the hands of media houses, where it was alleged an amount of 777 million that has been spent by the city of Tshwane.
Yes.
Hence, now 4 days ago, we had to have a press media conference from the multi-party government that is actually in coalition at Tshwane. Where the mayor had to come in front and actually set the record straight.
Mayor Nosipimo.
Yes. Right. Now, they are talking about an amount of about 777. Nosipe is talking about an amount of 621. That she says, now we spend it. Right?
Okay.
And she actually goes on to say...
This one interesting.
Yes. She actually goes on to say there's an amount of about 179 million. Already that amount was from the previous administration.
Yeah.
Meaning this is the amount that was spent by the previous administration of DA. Out of that amount, there's about 98 million rands. Already that amount was spent on purchase orders that were signed off by the DA itself. So remember,
are they the very ghost ones?
Yes, the very same ones.
Yes.
That's why when we speak, we must be clear so that the audience would understand what we are actually saying. So meaning that there's a total amount of money that was from the previous administration, which is the year of 2023-2024. Now we are talking about the year of 2024 and 2025.
2025-2026 this year.
Yes.
Okay.
That is the one that you just talked about, my brother, and say we are in 2 months of it.
Yes.
But what is being discussed here, it is the financial year of 2024-2025. Not 2025-2026. We don't want to confuse listeners here.
Yeah, I think you're more in 2023-2024. Is that the one you're talking about?
Now, of that amount that Nasipo says she actually spent, which is 621 million rands that she can actually account for.
Yeah.
She's saying of that amount, the total, half of it comes from the financial from the previous administrator of the DA. So now my thing is, you cannot investigate an amount of money and make accusation on a part that you know very well that you also had to play in it.
Okay.
Which now, to me, it shows.
So Waka DA, right? Yes.
You had an amount of money, but you're gonna go because you want to score political points and want to confuse the community by saying the current administration have spent an X amount of money.
Yes.
Now we went further. We didn't just stop there.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
understand?
Yes.
The amount of money of 777 eating with Mopampiring. Now there's an amount of money it's unaccounted for.
How much?
Because if you take out the amount of money that says Nasipo spent, which is 621.
Yes.
And then you take out the amount of 179 million. It leaves off 444. 42 million. 441. Exactly. But if you count it, you take out 179 million from the 621. 442 million. Anything is spent. But if you take the 179 and you minus it from the 777 million, we're talking about 335. Where is the rest of the money going?
Yes.
That is the question that I'm asking here. Because they are in government, they are busy now eating the money there. You understand? So there's an amount of money of 335 million that is unaccounted for. Over and above the monies that these people are talking about. Now we want to know what happened to that money.
Fosi, Arul.
300 month.
Sorry, Mike.
Yeah.
335.
Yes. I'm not going to answer for the current government. I'm not in this government.
Okay, is it from the previous or the current?
No, it's from the previous 2024.
Okay, Arul. Previously that was you.
2024, 2025.
Was it not you?
No. My brother, you mix it. It's very important.
Well, I'm not.
I'm not.
We were in government, but in September, hardly 2 months.
Yeah.
Returning to the financial year. In fact, the invoices start July, the very same.
Yes.
July. Transit Patelweka, Mafela Kudia August. And then September, Rensa, Ora Bang 342. Accounted for that. I was not in government at that time.
Who was? You were there. You were there before, and then you can't say to me, for example, I'm not gonna be accountable for that pot because I'm no longer cooking it for
exactly.
Yeah. So let's talk about this money. So what happened to that money? Still the mic.
Yes. Wabona heba balela hore honali 156 million rands of duplication and all of that. I will tell you hore. If there were invoices that were not paid in 2023 and 2024,
yes,
it is on the basis because we know who are those.
And who are those?
Kidi water tanker mafia still doing. I mean, we've had councillors who are owning water tankers, and it's only there. It's just that face
from which party?
No, comrade. Yes.
From
there's quite a lot of them. There's quite a lot of them.
I call Mandla comrade. He's a water tanker.
He's a Democrat.
This one.
He's a Democrat.
Yes.
You see, you need to be very, very, very careful about to have two-faced.
Okay.
When you claim successes, you're the first to raise your hand.
Yeah.
When there's failures, or kgosi.
Yes.
So when this, if truly this 156 was there, where was Nasipi? Where was ActionSA? So when your marriage is successful and all of that, no, it's your wife. But when something happens in your marriage, no, it's Khosi's fault.
Are you saying
take responsibility if you were part of that marriage?
Yes.
If there is failures on that marriage, take responsibilities.
Yes.
If there was successes out of it, but on all these projects that we started, we never complained because when the project but because you know another exercise that because they were part these things.
Yes.
Because the essence at all costs, whether we're very pink or very yellow, we need to service.
Yes.
You need to service our people. That is what our goal is. So, but if there is failures, don't say Kgosi.
Okay.
You were part of it. So, Habarik is the previous DA administration. What was the role here? The deputy executive mayor.
Okay.
Because she was responsible as a subcommittee, capital projects in the city. I hit into you. She knew everything that we did. And let me tell you this, Kgosi. Whenever we went to council, we consulted them. Rena, every time we consulted them, report by report. Are you okay with this? Are you okay with this?
Okay.
We go to council and then it's easy as that.
Yes.
Guess what? Since coalition, they've never had a coalition caucus.
So they never consulted you as well.
But Muchino is on autopilot.
Yeah.
This thing is on autopilot. And
Let
me give you, and you need to exercise a little bit of patience, boss. Ordinarily.
Yeah.
You see, when a person says to me, especially in the administration, when you're in government, you are telling me, we want to invest into water tankers. That to me spells a disaster.
Did somebody say that in council?
No, we're buying new water tankers.
Oh, new tankers. Okay.
Why would you buy water tankers?
I'm going to come there because I want to understand why then buy
water tankers.
Yeah.
You don't make such an investment into water tankers.
Yeah.
You don't. Why do you do that?
Yes.
You make an investment into infrastructure, capitalize the infrastructure.
Yes.
Make sure through who in this day and age wants to go I love for line for me. I mean, it's a no-brainer.
Okay.
It is a no-brainer. How do you tell even a kid or people shower, people swimmer?
Yeah.
Those are the things that matter.
Yeah.
So you have a councillor who's been here, who's telling us we need to budget water tankers, we're gonna buy a water tank. I mean, really, you are telling me you are up for a disaster because there is none project one. Up until that's since they took over, capitalizes launch.
Okay, fine. Now let's go back to the report. Before give a chance. For 2 seconds. 98 million but it's you guys doing duplicate ghost invoices. Talk to us about that, please. Before
that's what so we were in power with them. We were in administration with them.
So you saying they know about it?
But DA, I mean, that's why sometimes it's very important, boss. We should not be joking around about these things.
That's why I'm asking for it. It's like 8 million.
No, there's nothing like that.
There's nothing like
There's
that.
nothing like
but PA has confirmed it as well that there is something like that.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I was responsible. The only 2023, 2024.
Yeah.
2024, January 2024, the adjustment they really was to put an additional 54 million rands just so that to augment on what was happening, what on the shortage. We have never gone past 150 on the adjustment budget. It has never happened. So,
Yes.
but they are busy cooking these things. They are cooking numbers. Because we are going through the elections now.
Yeah.
Everyone is electioneering. There is nothing cogent that has come out from Batoba. Sabobedi, there is nothing Elorombakai super or this is what we have done. It has always been no give the DA, give the DA, give the DA. Whilst Mayor Utima di Loguale Atwala di Shop Guala Tibisa Atibisaba to Guale Muchino Watsama, the numbers that ama, and you cannot run a city it's Katropes Nanchelete. You really cannot do that. But in fact, let me tell you, this city has gotten leaderless. But let's talk on this. But the property values without proper even by the Jahil.
Yeah.
Double the property values. Two, there's city cleansing levy under the administration, but punish to so that they can be able to fund their so-called funded budget, which is not the case.
Okay.
And some of these things still no haba charge about the town housing city cleansing levy. But service providers.
Yeah.
Why should they be charged? Why should they be double billed?
Okay.
Get the mess currently, which will take a lot of time for us to be able to rectify.
All right, Kgosi, response Mfanak.
At least thank you for the opportunity.
Stella making lo. Stella making.
Wabon le practices are made.
Before ka tswela pele R98 million send. No, I'm just saying R98 million send.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kere batho ba bua mushi. Tla go bolele from ko morao wena no ba fela mblokile se le ba re ba rekile dilo infrastructure ya metsi ko Hammaskral.
Yes.
Se le ba re ba rekile.
Yeah.
Tsatsi le re ileng kwa le ke lebetse re ba re ke selo mang selo se ga ba fetsa ba re nna ke delete dileng ya te go to my face to my TikTok handle Kgosi 2 o tla e bona. I remember ke beile
so thank you.
Ke lebetse re ba re ke selo
Ke nyane nthateng ba a itse re ke tshela ka speed mo gona ba bua ka ntse ya
ke go fithala me ka mapele bo wa bona o botlo gore ne mo fe mic
sorry
okay thank you mo fe chance ka go bolela ke na re feeling reporter o rekile tse 4 ke tla o fa batla research ya te o le rekile 4 nna personally kaya
forward
ga ke tsena go teng ke ra tse pedi tsona di tsemo what machine tsa teng o tse machine ya teng ya go irang ke gore ge mantle a tswa ne a sotiwe
okay
go na le e re bitsang e solid go na le e yanyang so since according to sorting process ga ga tshwanno ya next kunokeng ba ke ba kreile ba latlhela mantle ka mo apisi ya Hammaskral yona antsa bua ka yona face what ke ba latlhela mantle
ke tla fa chance to respond this for relax
ba bolele le di strawberry tsa di pharmacy di nang gona mole if we will take a tour someday re tlo ya gona
re teng go yes re bon
so ba ska ba tlo bua ka dilonyana tse leng gore di anya mara coming back to that story and again a hona o mongwe a ntse re negile MMC ya utility ke ena na le busy ka tsone
okay
e ke ntse motho go le ene
nga mo fa di achievements so
nga mo fa di achievements
okay for sim for chance ke mo
ya maraska ba nanga mo
ke tla fa chance to respond to ba
sawa next
yes
what the way e leng hore ke a itse monno o tse ka bua
and let us not be personal guys come on
no eriki bua ka nna ke tletse batho ba ile gore ba irile mona di purchase order ke batho bua ka di purchase order re tla ikry di purchase order ke batlo bua ka di purchase order tse otla batlo di purchase order tse ba re ke di duplication or di errors
yes
ke di tse re di grailing 156 million worth of those things re recordile it shows the level of transparency na leo na rona hore whatever we find we put it there for the public to see it all tsamai o tla ikry
okay
we may have mixed numbers a ke bone go utlolela one out of the whole thing but it's fine. It's still aligned. It's still the same principle. 156 EL. Ke fraud sentle.
156
fraud. You can't want to submit double for a single job that is done.
Okay. Or I duplication.
We have an evidence of that.
I mean, how this man is laboring on a point.
And then, the same people the same people what. Never batlo kruka di business people ba rona ba ileng gore ba rendele di service ne ba batlo ja fatse ka tšhelete teng ba no delay from there the delay is 1 year 2 year 3 years come
okay so
re patela le yona tšhelete
ne ke nna batla go irang bua gape
ne ba batla gore ba delay until the business people especially previously disadvantaged the blacks diwe
okay.
Strategy
so that what? So that they can benefit what? White businesses or what?
That's a good question. That's a very good question.
You have made a point. Emma, 50 minutes. You said a point now. These ones were delaying payments. Again. So that our black business people, for those payments, they must end up again come go boletse okay so
bothata go re ntsena mo ganong
ke ba so se boletseng
bothata ba go re ke a bua le wena wa tsena ke a bua le wena wa tsena
okay
mpe chance
all right go sia
kare batho kare 179 millions
Yes.
were accruals.
Yes.
What in accounting terms we call
Okay,
accruals.
yeah.
What in accounting terms we call accruals.
Yes.
Accruals is where the job has been rendered, but tell that thing I see it.
Okay.
So from 2023, nse ba postpone. Ne le hona re patelang.
All right.
And when re sa patela, ne tlo nyamela.
Okay.
Ya ka tse ding.
Now the point thing where you are charging people double for their services. For can
Property rates.
Property rates. Why?
Yeah. As Automeka City Cleansing Levy.
Are you charging them double?
Nare ke ene or ko ena facilitator. Why o tla ka dilonyana tsa?
Ah, ke re ke bona. Ke butsa sa se boletseng. Gore ActionSA the new government now.
Ha ke namele ene a itshwere.
I can net now.
Check
Is it true?
Check a statement the Sahara.
Yes.
Really, a ke namele ene a tlang ka yona.
Oh, all
Yena
right.
o tla ka tsa tlang ka tsona.
Okay.
Ba mo file scriptura ntse re script.
Mara even though I'm going to ask you as administration element no is it true or not?
Na mara ke ba tliseditse somebody else.
Motho o rata o bua maka njalo ke a go
Oh,
bolela ke.
in more.
There is no such.
But no re bia or no a se nete.
Anthumele yona ke e bone.
Okay.
Ke tla mo tlhalosetsa anthumele.
This man should just resign.
So it's fine. More fair chance in Fana Gabriel. More fair chance.
You don't know that you should
More fair chance Fosi, it's okay. It's okay. Okay, guys, board. Guys, listen. Kgosi. We are not in council anymore. Kgosi FM. Well making mafana. Well making.
Yes.
Ujike meko pile nna mo gona go le state.
Tla go tshware bile ke sebe. Ke batla o bua le ene about dilo tse bone ba di etsa metsi a buang ka ona a ntse re a maso batho ba Hamaskra le eng dilo tse di thomile ke bona.
Why couldn't you fix it then?
Because refix, that's what we're working on.
Okay.
It takes a long because that's what we're working on because it takes a long damage ba irileng is too big. O ka se latlhele whatever e leng gore e tswa go toilet ka monokeng.
Yeah.
And then ke le feletsa bo themba kwana.
Yes.
And I ke re ke ya go se ne ke re Themba Fosi o re boleisa cholera o lile thata.
Cholera, yeah.
Lile thata ka re re tlo ke cholera after seeing what I saw.
Yeah.
Re tlo tshwara ke cholera.
Yeah.
Ke tlo batla that name after the outbreak go khoputso re ke.
Okay.
How can you so second the infrastructure? But in any case, I refit mo eo.
Okay.
Bona ke bona ba bonile.
All right, bon, let's take a break for 2 seconds.
They should have sent me a backpack.
Let's take a break for 2 minutes. And
My question is still
Bon, Rabua, guys. Yeah, you answer it.
My brother, you need to come to council.
All right.
You need to come to council. This is what
We are coming.
This is what we're dealing with.
Yeah.
This is what we're
I'm
dealing
watching.
All right, Rabua in 1 minute. We'll be back. Fosi, Rabua. We're coming back and then you guys can answer those things. 22 seconds, Rabua. This show is brought to you by Segongane Medical Services and Clinic. They are a private clinic situated in number 70 Kgosi in Westview, Danville. They specialize on the following: primary health care, ailment diagnosis and treatment, including medication, wound care, family planning, well baby clinic, basic ultrasound, laboratory blood services, treatment of chronic illnesses, treatment and management of patients on ARVs, wellness screening, antenatal clinic, HIV services and counseling. They have a pharmacy on site and they are doing CCMDD services as well, OHS clinic, circumcision clinic and abortion services. Their cell phone number is 064-548-7176 or 071-422-8576. Again, the address is 70 Kgosi in Westview, Pretoria West in Danville. Cell phone number again is 064-548-7176 or 071-422-8576. All right, and we are back again with a fiery discussion with two councillors and Tabiso Makwela from the PA. We are back again, Wachechu, Yotola Pele, and Kinerefa Manchanzi Pila.
They are arguing amongst each other. And the public wants information. You understand that it shouldn't be about them and what is happening. We are not interested.
It shouldn't be about differences, different political parties. It's supposed to be what people want to hear. And
then now, of course, I'm worried because my brother said something very critical there.
Yeah.
To say we are in this together.
Yeah. We were in this together.
Yes, we were. Yes, we were in this thing together. Where there's flops, you should take accountability. When there's successes, we should also take the credit.
Yes,
together. You understand? Which is what now concerns me. But let me just go back to the topic to say, Nasipa 4 days ago, went on a national TV to set the record straight, and she said, out of the 621 million that she was talking about, 179 comes from the previous administrators.
Okay.
Yes.
Which she was part of, by the way.
Yes. You understand? And now I'm not sure if out of the 179, the 98 million that she's talking about, that it is already spent. It's money that was already spent.
Yeah.
That leaves 81 million that we are still not sure as to whether it was spent or not. But in her words, in that press conference, she said this 179 million, it is from invoices. Some of them were rejected, some of them were approved from the purchase orders that were made by the previous administrators. So now the point is, even out of this money that she was talking about, the 179 million, there's still 81
that is unaccounted for.
Okay. So that's my question to say, you know, when you hear these two gentlemen talking, you now start to say, but really, this is very, very important for us to know what actually happened to the amount of money that they are talking about. Because now the public has the right to know, and the public wants to know. And for me, gentlemen, I'll just go in to say the internet doesn't lie. You're going to say something here today. 10 years later, we'll come back. Yes, it's going to be there, and we're going to go back to it, and we're going to caution you about it. Thank you.
All right. Kgosi or Fosi, give him.
AfriForum we in case property valuation role.
Okay.
We all aware.
The
city went ahead and appealed that. Why do you even want to appeal something as a constitutional? Sabobedi also. City cleansing levy. The second part, property value.
Right.
Yes. Okay. Emanate from
yes.
Currently, by information. Why about charge?
Okay.
And boss, $200 or 250 from Cheliting and an average citizen. That's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money,
That's a lot of money. Why buy it to buy Sakoto? For you.
So by the Kotora pillar for Babata Pile Bar
charge double wells. I agree on Banyagurang. I go to Honyaga well funded budget. Utandu to Chelete.
Yes.
Far more is that I own a land item here naturally or whilst we raise a Urangayo. It doesn't say even the city cleansing levy. Let's say by the grace of God, didn't pass it.
Yes.
The city cleansing levy, why Twanzo Uir when really the go Twanzo to Navala killing good thing? Or the drop in Negatala Chilagana if no one's push it on a lot. You wouldn't. So this government is overtaxing Batuba Motswane so much so that the services that are wrong. They're nowhere next to this thing. So key issue AfriForum, the first one. The second part, the bills. We had advocated for hobeli digitization at the mitara so that batu hoskabale muthatla ngir batho ba tswafa gore tsamabala di mitara batho ba tswafa.
Yes.
Let's have these things they run online so that batu can have true and real time metering so that muthatla kono pata.
But won't that cut jobs?
No,
physical labor that people go there and do this.
Also, but now it should not be also on the account. Whilst jobs are a huge yes, it should not be a punishment to who a ratepayer.
Yeah.
I should not.
Yeah.
I should not be overtaxed on the basis that I need to create jobs. It doesn't work that
But don't you think for
we can have other
will
ways. We can have other ways. Still, we can be able to deploy Batuarana. We can retrain these people to be.
I was about to say, don't you think it's best for us to retrain them? They must do their jobs.
We
Yes.
need boots on the ground.
Yeah.
Forget about the executive. We need boots on the ground.
Yeah.
When there's a water leak, it needs to be attended within 12 hours.
Yes.
If there's a power outage, it needs to be attended immediately. That is putting boots on the ground. But you cannot do that on the account of residents by overtaxing them.
Yes.
Or by the city cleansing levy, or by the property. Your house worth over 4 million. But I don't know how check a statement in your house is worth 18 million rands and
Yes.
you are a pensioner. How do I explain that to my mother? And Nango Peli. Ntlo ha ilo reno 2 million rands. But it's actually not even 2 million rands. But opatela the property rate some
2 million
and
rands,
this
yeah.
person give mutasa veriki.
Yeah.
So we've got a government currently that doesn't care. And far more is that if Batoma Baromelas, such councillors who are going to present it, it leaves a lot to be desired.
Okay.
It's very much important. My brother, Ogaro not
The number is still 064548776 069 645487776, and then we are live again on www.kgosifm.co.za, and you are live on Facebook. Still Segongane. Please go ahead and share, like, and comment what's happening. Your studio number 064548776. If you want to, if you want to talk to us about anything, or we say reports, or and then just to know what's happening in the studio now, the councillors are here. But they're doing things cool. Then when they're here, you guys cannot even come and talk to us as well. Kgosi Mang is here, Temba Force is here, and that day Thomas Makola from PA are here. More
Leadership.
hey. Arut. Ntatonta bua gape kganya gore le shout out twice.
Okay.
Yeah. Yele ya 777 ke bona re gati ya se nnete o mo re ke nnete o mara se nnete and all those things, mara nthabiso butse potsa gore 90 meter ka yone, and I say nka le bafusi ka taba teng. So let's first talk about this one. Are you really charging people double for this thing, for your services?
Okay. I think we be le pila re taba e go khoto. So
So you appealed it. You appealed it velka network.
No, ake izor khoto e rula bang on this thing. O leze yena a dilo tse di go khoto.
Ile Koto,
no,
and you guys appealed. AfriForum took it to court to say.
So no.
AfriForum took this thing to court and said it can't be done.
Yes.
And ActionSA appealed or it has to be done. Is that true?
Yes.
No. We can't talk about it irrespective of mangwa isa mangwa.
And who's the
current government. The current government.
Okay.
It go fair on the internet.
Yes. All right.
Maybe we can address other things. It's maybe because asena judge ya yona. Yeah, o boletse ka gore mama we say mama le bona khale ba isa plus ebile ba biditse di lawyer za bona.
Ke bona tablet mo ke ba ka speed fara gore
di worth 25 million per month.
Is it sub judice?
I can subjudicate because we cannot discuss the merit of the case. Now my question is it true
provided
for
that
ActionSA
by necessarily? You know who AfriForum really. What is subjudicate?
What subjudicate about that? Because I want to understand how did
because I can't answer on it.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Who is appealing? Who is appealing?
Is there a case?
Who's appealing? Ask him who is appealing. Why would you appeal if you've got the residents at heart?
Yeah, because Sheba. My question is still remains. I cannot about what's happening.
Merit of the case, yeah.
Is it true for ActionSA at the moment? AfriForum went to court and said, guys, you can't do this to people. And AfriForum ActionSA said, you're gonna do it. I guess appealing that thing, like this thing must continue.
No.
Not the merits. Yes. The merits of the case. Are you guys appealing?
No.
Are you appealing
when
this thing?
Something in the court,
Yes.
even otherwise kayona. It lo bontshang ka re no ke zamo influencer any form of decision making.
Okay.
So I prefer not to
Mara
discuss
wona o
it.
influence
Mara ke tla bua ka yona.
mona
Ke tla
o
bua ka
executive
yona.
au chairperson
So a ke batlo kra ke tsere le side.
No, mara o influence
I wanted to agree le wena hore a re fete mo on this one. Re bua ka tse dintse le hore maybe like na di botsa nna or wena o batlo di botsa nna. A ke re wa re khotsofetse ka 777 million. We tlo conclude ka hore ne ba mare ke nnete
Ba ma se nnete, yes.
And then go nna le corroboration ya nna ena le one a buang ka tsona dilo tsa buang a le one ka tsona.
o mutsa question ya kwale
So ema pelo bona a ke re ke
For sing of fashion sa bolele.
bona ke ke a bua wetsa ya.
Okay.
And wena re detse wena gona.
Yeah.
So ke go po ro mokhalemela a ska etsa tsona tsa di.
Themba we fa go no mo chance sa bolele.
Thank you.
O tla ke ra chance go le fana go tsena.
Thank you.
So na go in we still have a lot of time to go. Yes.
So ne ke batlo bua ka the issue ene re batlo bua ka nya myth e ba reng bona ke rona ActionSA.
Okay.
Ke batlo bua fela ka re ke batlo sticker fela mo di tankers. Ene ba batlo bua ka yona.
Oh, so re tlohile kwana.
No, we'll come back.
No.
We'll come back.
Emma bona o batlo ngetsa yana ha re tla mo re le re bua ka di tankers.
Ka 7 million.
Ke batlo go bulela ka yona no re se re tlohile kwana. Ya mabela ke a itse.
Yeah.
I know re ya mabela which is fine. So ne ke batlo clarify taba ane a e botsa gore no, how can we invest on infrastructure ya go tshwana le
The water tankers.
the water tankers?
Yeah, but yeah, nkarabe mo. A re utlwa why.
So
Water tankers in infrastructure.
ne ke batlo bolela
Water tankers infrastructure.
Ka tla pele for simo fa chance, yes.
Ke batlo bua ya le nna ke yo gape o busy.
Okay.
When you say infrastructure tla ke morute. When you say infrastructure a re no bua fela ka infrastructure when on hanne truck. There are things that you build that be Jojo tanks, that's infrastructure. There's a way that the engine connects to the Jojo tank and the what that still builds part of the infrastructure.
No, that's not.
The equipment that is used there is also considered that. So
Okay.
why do you still have to buy this and then
Yes,
maybe try
please,
yourself
because I understand, yes.
ke o bontsho re ke motho a sa understand le plek ya nnang go yona ho ka ya go se a tlhala kwa lona ga no re infrastructure ya misi yo tla ngwa go mo feng go yona e ba palletse bona ever since 2016 aba zanga ba ira ebile ba bonang ka re batho ba mo ikela kwa
Okay.
bona so Harriet's some kind of an intervention so that we can all have equal access to basic services. By the way, we don't expect to have a pipe Centurion, Pretoria East.
But then why can't we do that? Why can't they have that?
No, it's not that we are not going to do it.
Yes,
we are going to do it.
Okay,
but it doesn't. It took
for now. For now, we need this to continue so that
this is an intervention strategy.
Okay. Yes.
So
instead of for spend 777 million on a temporary service, invest in next moyon. Why it's I come Haratswan way for the tenderpreneurs.
Yes.
770 every year.
Yeah.
No, it can't be the case. Lori A1 how we rega and then overfocus this thing on in phases.
Yes.
Don't you think at the end you won't be spending that 777 million?
Okay.
Plus. Along the way, you will be creating some form of direct or indirect employment. How we take a right now, these things need to be serviced.
Yeah.
The tankers in,
yes.
the Jojos in, the tapets in, what, everything you need to service.
Yeah.
So you need a whole value chain here, the new jobs.
Okay.
Even though it might not be permanent,
yeah.
but some people will be doing those jobs.
But the question is,
still remains.
The question is, so time frame.
So, yeah.
Time frame making.
No.
Or wait, go. Okay. All right. Yeah.
So when you look at these kind of things, these are the initiatives that encourages even the youth participation.
Okay.
And when even outside.
Yes.
This thing.
Yeah.
Unlike research every year,
yeah.
As a result, we'll also be having our own things. So are
you saying, Pila, it's better not to spend this much, but it's better to spend this much on the very same project, but it's not like it's about that much so it is at least a little bit than the one that you've been spent before. I can tell you.
it is better.
Yeah.
Hona le gore re tse tšhelete ya tshwana.
Yeah.
Re fe di-tender premier.
Yeah.
Re company re spend more rona and provide even better service than bona.
My better service Kgosi will be me
water
having
tanker.
water from my own tap.
Yes.
Not to have a tanker mo pela gate ya. That's like
No, no.
time frame ge.
Okay.
A re temporary time frame ya.
Well, that is another podcast. Go for the breakdown of everything.
It's fine. Next week Monday.
Yeah, next week Monday is still fine. So it's just a temporary measure. Bona no since they spend almost $1 billion on rented services.
Okay.
Rented. I mean, with $1 billion we can do
Service,
a lot.
rented service like what?
They're like water tankers. It's already good contractors in Tsitsabonat. So now that is why we buy our, and I don't think we're getting water tanker. Just lady lorries matlakala.
Yeah.
Our own brush cutters.
Yes.
Our own jet patchers. Like pothole you te mona rega motšhini le re kgone patcha pothole mo quicker.
Yeah.
A lot of things we are acquiring.
Kanti, what is the job of public works?
So now
Yeah, fine. Mo fa chance la fa chance o teng.
ba kwatisa fela ke gore yana e tswa go bone ba ne ba inagane gore ya go teng fela a gona next up e kwatisa.
So are you saying Kgosi gore ba lwantsha ke gore
rentsha 777 million ele from tender premiers.
Yeah.
Re tsentsha ka mogare ga tshwane.
Okay.
Lori tsa tshwane.
Mensa ba nyake water tanker boss, whether ke how or ke simono ke mensa ba nyake water tanker.
mo fa chance for sia fete. You come, it's fine. Lona ga go finish so blela skip. Then I'll give you a chance to continue.
That is why go cancel go na le melao. Bona le gore order ya no.
Order. They can to some to mpento masego kwano ke the order. Oh, get me on carry. Mandla di le pedi. Di tu mfele botlase. Bona.
Control your session.
Order. Kya bua ya no. Ku bua mna this time. No. Fosi. Kala ke file chance ngata ro le bra. So, mo fe ke da fa chance fa na.
Udwella Kgosi.
I'll give you a chance. Don't worry. I understand. Feta ke feta with a chance.
The water tank di musa ra ke bolele ka di water tank. Ke ya no ya fees.
Okay. So, feta Kgosi.
Okay. Tla ke felele. Or ke fe ba ban chance maybe ke tla bua.
Fine. Tsena fa na ka.
We are talking about fourth industrial revolution.
Yeah.
There's AI now.
And
you still are taking decisions that the water tankers. You know, I'm listening to Bratemba as he speaks, and it talks about decision making.
Yes.
It talks about the capacity to can be able to solve issues. Is a water tanker going to solve an issue?
Saying the system. The intervention. It's an intervention.
But
that is temporary. And time frame.
No, it's fine. But are you saying the system of water in Tswane has collapsed to the extent that you need a tanker to fix? Is that what you say?
Yes. The system has collapsed to that much. It has collapsed that much.
Okay.
But on top of that, there's also been a population growth. So if Mutu Unida Mezi today.
No, all right.
There's also a population growth.
Then from
Yes.
Okay.
So Emma Pele.
Councillor 15 years before 2016.
Okay.
So the infrastructure has collapsed that much. It has totally collapsed. And then honestly population growth. But if then somebody over made it today, if you need water today, and when are you saying why don't you invest in infrastructure? I'm saying it is not that you are not investing. You cannot deliver it today. But somebody needs water today. Yeah. So what do we do in an event like that one? Yeah. Where somebody is very remote and then somebody is very remote and that somebody needs water now. So the best way to take water to this person wherever they are is not to outsource that service to the private service provider.
Get your own tanker, come on top, and then take it to this person.
This thing the way infrastructure is so aging, these tankers will be busy every now and then.
Okay.
Because one day pipe early because it's aging, it will be healed.
Yes.
We need to provide a service.
Okay.
And something will happen there. Mo danville mona, there was a time when there was an outage kind of. Pipe best.
Yes.
It's because the infrastructure is aging.
aging, yeah.
So we are trying our level best to bring it up to speed.
Fine. Now let's jump to time frame. Do you guys have time frame? Okay.
Yeah.
This is how long it's gonna take. It might take 2 years,
All right.
3 years, 5 years, whatever.
All right. Every now and then, it's what we call the IDP.
Okay.
So the IDP will also tell.
What is IDP for those of us understand?
For water tanker.
Mafosi.
IDP for water tanker.
Fosi, ma. You guys were doing the same thing. You had water tankers as well. It's not like
Brother said something very interesting.
Yeah.
Abua ka gore, they already know who are the people who are operating these tankers.
Yes.
You understand? And then Nasipa says there are investigation that needs to be made. Now, he's asking a direct question to say, but
Kiboma.
why are you guys not telling them straight to their face?
Stop.
My question is, why even waste taxpayers' money if you know who's doing this?
Yeah.
You understand?
So why not take them to court or something?
Take them to court? Yes.
Yeah.
And then there's double invoices
and whatnot.
billing.
Yes.
That's fraud, isn't it? So why are people still sitting there?
Yeah.
That is fraud, right?
Yeah.
People must be accountable for their actions. If you find wrongdoing, why do you still need investigation because you have wrongdoing in your hands? You understand? Action should be taken. That's why I carry accountability must be the order of the day.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And I understand, Jorge, this thing was inherited. You understand?
Yes.
And you cannot now distance yourself from something that was inherited because somebody else is going to come in and take the very same mess.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
They need to can be able to come up with solutions to can fix that mess.
Yeah.
In terms of double billing, I'm being double billed.
When?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's speak right now.
Yeah.
And my question is, did they appeal the
Yes, they did. Yes.
So if they can answer that,
They
then
did.
I know they are not for the people.
Yeah.
It's on
okay.
the media, bro.
Yeah.
It's on the media.
Yeah.
We won't give it to a document.
Yeah, I saw that
Yes,
article. Yeah.
but how do you appeal that? I mean, provider, for example, provider service to Bakegu, or charger. How for to charger? But in fact, AfriForum is not aligned to any political party.
Correct.
By Isa Court, they win. Half as the city, you then go ahead. We look appeal at that.
Okay, let's go about Fosi.
Yeah, no, let me.
But Pila, Barry. In the appeal papers, what are they saying?
What are the bases?
No,
Like,
what are they saying?
The basis go hore no chele the city cleansing levy tshwantse e kolomake di trata if wena o ya kwale o deliver o maybe to bandlo.
Yeah.
How you say garbage ya how kwale o a patela kwale go ntshwengile. There's a service that you are paying for time and again ya collection ya garbage.
Yeah, garbage. Yes.
On top of that, chele e we pateleng ya garbage go hore ba tshwantse ba itse ba ise kwale ba ilo e process bona ba tla te sota part
yeah.
It's got nothing to do with you.
Okay.
But because the current government in yaga who I funded budget, banyago double bill. I mean really double bill the dominance of no, but let me finish.
No.
Further,
because you have 2 minutes
further,
no, but
you asked me a question.
No, Mara I don't want to be seen to be taking sides in a matter
Okay.
It's a reference to me to say
I'm gonna give you an example of what this guy
okay, no, it's fine. Can understand? I will version how it's fine.
And then when I yourself you said let's pass. Now what I said was how about her discuss the real pertinent issues. Behind the process.
Can understand? It's fine. I felt that you can be able to respond to him.
Okay.
Investment into this thing. My brother, you're saying spot on. You cannot invest in water tankers all in the hope it will solve a problem.
Maragere for in his defense, he's doing that for a time being. It's not like it's a permanent solution.
Even for a time being. For
today, okay.
Yeah, no, don't try to be smart. We all know you're not. Why is the issue? He speaks about population growth and all of those things.
Yeah.
Again.
Yes.
there's what we call people who came from economic migration. It doesn't necessarily mean or more because of population growth.
Yeah.
You have a Temba Force who comes from Transkei, and Simon who comes from KZN, who's coming here to go more for opportunities.
Yeah.
People from Limpopo, Northwest are all converging in the same area. And if you look at the dynamics of the people in the informal settlements, it's not necessarily people from here. For economic reasons, and which is acceptable. This is our country, but they want opportunities.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what, because watching my brother here, clearly he doesn't understand how that department works. There's two departments. Human settlements is responsible for providing matey, toilet on informal settlements.
Okay.
Let me put it this way.
There must be a toilet.
There must be a toilet, but that provision, it is through human settlements.
Yes.
Fair.
Yeah.
This is a stopgap. You know this one? It's money that is coming from the water and sanitation department. That is only meant that in Danville, if there is a pipe burst, we can then send 2 or 3 water tankers as a temporary measure.
Don't you think maybe that's what they're trying to do at the moment?
Let me finish. You don't need that. It's actually going to cost you an arm and a leg. Let me tell you what to do.
But for a long time,
let me educate you.
Okay.
You see, instead of buying water tankers, in areas you need a mates, like the informal settlements, for example, are in the corners. What you do, you create communal taps. 1 tap for the whole community with a bulk line, it will suffice. 1, 2, you don't need a water tanker. 2, you can do water harvesting.
Okay.
That would still suffice. 3, you can have a borehole in that area so that it pumps water, but they should have matey there and then. You don't need to have somebody else collect the matey from other side. You've got a map, topographical map of the city.
Yes.
We know where your extraction point is. What you can do is you can line a one for Batuago or 3 or 4 so that people can have one communal tap so that they can be able to get rid of these things. The city
why didn't you do all that? Your time for because the tankers are similar.
That's a very beautiful question.
Why didn't you do all those boreholes and communal taps and all those things?
That's a very powerful question.
Yes.
Boreholes of 5 drilling government.
Sokulumi
in Bronco Spray.
Oh, okay.
Sokulumi.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
There's 5 boreholes.
Yeah, that's the area we were.
What 50 Gomorrah. Coca-Cola donated through Approachering.
Yes.
Coca-Cola donated a massive borehole a provider so that we can cut. Guess what? Once that project was launched, but phone deliver let me tell you, you need a government that's got smart ideas. Let me tell you, boss.
Yes.
We wanted to go on transversal and management contracts with the National Treasury so that we can be able to deal with issues and leaks.
Yeah.
Currently, when we left government, we were at 34% of non-revenue water. Currently, it's at 40% non-revenue water. That means you are paying rent water for 40% of water that is not being used.
Okay.
And amongst them, issue because that money is not money that we can be able to recover. We wanted to take these things to the market and say, okay, Kgosi, you have capacity. What you can do is, here are the leaks. We've got all these leaks. We've got these pipelines.
Yeah.
Can't you then assist us and load? Because already that is 2 billion that we're losing. That's going down. It's game over.
Yes.
Kgosi, you have capacity. Assist us with reticulation. Assist us with bulk lines. And then on the 2 billion that we're losing, we can for 10 years go on a 50-50 basis. That alone, any business person will be able to take it, to take the advantage of, so that we can make the city. Those are off-balance transactions that we can be able to have in the city. It suffices for electricity. Also, it suffices also for waste. But if you've got a government, it's got no ideas at all. And there's one thing about what one African writer has said. Those that have power have no ideas. Those with ideas have no power. You've got people who, the city is leaderless. I can tell you now. Social media being there, take a picture, pothole, Pakistan now we're not seeing any changes.
Yeah.
We are not seeing any changes.
Okay, Marano, let's go back for a little bit.
Yes.
I'm gonna go back to this one.
Yeah.
The water tankers are talking ActionSA again.
Say that?
I gotta talk about ActionSA, the new government.
Correct.
Adia Toma?
I talk about
Yeah, did 20 years back.
Again.
Yes.
Then Lonel for how long? Then how many years was the GA in charge of the city?
9 or 10 years.
Yeah.
10 years,
Yeah,
right?
no.
So in the 10 years.
Corrected that.
Yeah.
Corrected that. We came in 2016.
Okay.
And
Until
2016.
Yes.
It's the danger, exactly what this guy was saying. You don't say the DA was not in government. The DA was in coalition during that time.
Okay.
We were in coalition.
Yeah.
If you say the
But
DA...
was it in government? Isn't the same as government like they are now?
We were in a coalition government. If I'm in government as the DA, then
Yes.
I'll take a full responsibility.
No, but that's born.
That is why he wants to extricate himself from
you
this.
are blaming them now. Even though they're not in government, but they're in coalition.
No. Currently, they're not in government.
Yeah, then coalition, yes.
100%.
But then you guys are the ones who are always blaming ActionSA.
We're blaming
Why?
this ANC led because we know the mayor is a proxy mayor. That's what we say.
Okay.
He's a proxy mayor. But the strings and right. When was the last time they had a coalition caucus? ANC and other parties. They've never even had one. Because the decision are made somewhere else and then they're force fed in their mouth.
But then going back to my question.
Okay, let's go.
Water tankers. Okay, water tankers that are similar to ActionSA.
Yes, and I just remember like DA.
Aha. They decree like that. Oh, they decree like more government in 2016, right?
Yes.
For 10 years, they've been government, whatever coalition government
No,
in
not
the city.
10 years, man.
How much? How many times? How many years?
2016.
Up until
we
later last.
We were out Malobanyana, and then 18 months out of that,
Yeah.
the city was under administration. In
coalition, I think. How many years is it? PA 10, 9. Again,
It's 9.
8 years.
8 years. In that 8 years, what did you do to stop this water mafia, for example?
Yes.
What did you do to stop the tanker stay altogether? What did you guys do as DA in that coalition?
Okay. You appreciate Marwa Rohana. Kgosi, you appreciate that during that 10 years, first 3 years,
yes,
we managed to have 2 billion positive. In fact, we managed to have 2 billion alien positive the city managed to do. You need to understand some of this. One thing you need to also understand, this is above his understanding, depth. The more you need to have depth. So one thing is that during 2019, the city was put under administration, and as a result, when we came back, over 2 billion was in the deficit because of that administration. That's when they gave Saudi even that contract. Those administrations, they chowed everything. Correct to say this, the movement, remove valid water tankers. It has been extremely slow. And a person Anang Hamanskral feels where nothing was done. But I can tell you that we were the first to make sure the issue Hamanskral gets sorted out.
Did you not give so that contract?
Where were we?
It was in the media. It says ADA was said that that contract.
No. That Moto was given that contract in 2019.
Okay. But then you are already...
It was during the administration. So that's why Moto easily timelines.
You guys gained government in 2016.
2016 and then up until
17, 18, 19.
Yes. 20 immediately solely at January.
Okay.
Now, during that tenure, since it's under administration, the city illegally under administration, that's when the Saudi was awarded that contract.
2019, right?
Yes.
So 2016, you guys are there.
Yes.
18, you are there. 19, the city is under administration.
Yes.
Where were you? DNA kind of thing. Were you not?
No, but it was under administration.
So you're not doing anything, okay?
Trop is collapsed.
I am asking these questions as a lay person.
Yes. Okay.
I understand what is happening.
When the city gets put under administration, everything is dissolved. Haona mayor, haona councillor, haona selo.
Okay. Okay.
So at that time, and far more is that 2019, 2020, 2021, it was during COVID. Ko lo reng le o kolota molao no hana ho ro timela motlakase. So hopola those that were now kolota. Instead of, let's say, o tshwanetse o reke motlakase wa 100 rand. No kra 70 rand e patela sekolo to 30 rand e patela o khono kra
motlakase. Yeah.
And now this is where you also got, because the law also e hanne tropo to push bylaws of first removal ya batho ha ba ya go mokhukhung, because it was during a hard time in the country ka COVID.
Yes.
This is where people took advantage of making of land grabbing and making all of those things. 2021, this is the biggest mistake in go join all batho ba lo re di jutas ba tlhaba ka thipa ka momorao.
Okay.
So that's when we came in. And I must say, what's the Kgosi? I'll be not a good politician to say there were mistakes that were not. There were mistakes that were done during the administration also. That's why sometimes you need to understand, or when you are failing, you need to be up and take responsibility for your failures, and same, you need to take responsibility if you've got successes.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, we've got more successes that I can be able to point out. I mean, not during my tenure, I've delivered far more than any other person who had taken this position since we took over.
Yeah.
So, and I can pride myself, pat myself in the back and say, well, I've done fairly well. And the movement that has happened, bro, so far as capital projects, electricity, capital projects on water and sanitation, new water treatment plants, new wastewater treatment plants, and some of the substations that currently we've spent over 200 million per project to make sure they've got stable electricity. So it's unfortunate that the nature of politics here, once you do well, and you know the reason demands about Julamore, it was because of the issue with GNU. We went in GNU lately, okay. But there's really there's nothing that you can say.
Yeah.
Or no, we did not do.
All right. 064548 still online. Now 9:30. If you have any questions, please to ask the councillors in the house. Please do so. 064548 Kgosi.
The reason why it's Molona, it is because the kind of direction and strategy that you want the city to take, it was only premised in a certain group of people and not widespread.
Okay, which people are those?
And those who were excluded from the plans, the biggest plans.
Yes.
I mean, it's like, okay. It was because this thing is becoming segregation.
So are you saying the DA was looking at the white? Because I got to tell some people.
So
DA benefited than us.
And then it was at an expense of the gas. Babata budget the ya government ya bona.
Yes.
Predominant.
Okay.
And then and then Kokasi next. And
okay.
You would have seen it during the time yabo illegal dumping says a million. I mean, they were clear those things. There was a budget to clear that.
Yeah.
But it was only cleared for the Sabapu. There was a time when we were danville dumping for the longest time before so there was no movement in it, but somewhere out there, yes, never yet.
I see.
So it's one of the things why it's
okay.
Because Rona are representing only a certain constituency.
Yeah.
We represent everyone, but we want fairness. There is another thing. No, this thing they never used to record it was 777 million.
Yeah.
Okay. We want to say to you, our level of transparency has heightened up. That is why you can ask questions about something that you see.
Yes.
That is why the screen grab at the real system.
Yeah.
Is because transparency is too high. Just like Leona pointing we are trying to say to the people, we are government for all the people.
Yeah.
So we couldn't have participated in that.
Okay.
And then there are some hidden pockets. I mean, for an example, Henna Christmas CFO, Haribu CFO.
Okay.
The next year, Henna Christmas all of a sudden MMC finance resign.
Yeah.
So coalition.
So you think there's a conspiracy?
Why are no inside Auditor General? It took months.
Yeah.
Months before for Auditor General.
Yeah.
In some cases they couldn't even express the opinion because of time. It's the affiliate lata. On top of our affiliate lata, they are wrong.
Yeah.
They were wrong. We were not accounting for our own assets. We didn't know who we were still building the asset register. They didn't want with anything, especially the marginalized people.
Yeah.
Who are the marginalized people? How are they marginalized?
They make it so tight.
Yeah.
They make it so difficult that Utlo give up on Musilemu.
Okay.
Because of Milau.
Okay, Fosi, is the DA for white people only or for all of us?
Yes.
I want to ask that question. Yeah. Is the DA for white people only or is the DA for everybody? Because seems like so is the DA for us all or is it looking for white people or for white people only?
Yeah.
Were you servicing Sabutabo, Linwoody and all that? Because that's Danville.
No. We don't do that, and we would never do that in million years.
Yeah,
that is why I'm talking of facts. Opinion and try populist, it doesn't work. 60% of all the capital budget, it's documented. Yes, 60% of the capital projects dating back since Renarifika.
Yeah.
We prioritize. I can give you those projects from the top of my head without even blinking.
Okay.
The biggest project the JJ substation that cost 200 million rands.
All right.
Currently we topile up ra power line from JJ up until Goso Shanguve line the Pororo project Eskom. That gave that 200 million. What nearly busy what we call a waste treatment plant.
Yeah.
The package plant Kleb Drift in Hammanskraal. We made sure we partner with the national government, plus Machalis Water, together with 450 million rands that we had dedicated to Hammanskraal.
Yeah.
Further to that, we did
Roy Valley?
No, Roy Valley on 450 million.
Okay.
So what we've done is that we partnered also with the National Treasury being the implementing agent on this project. So exactly the same time when cholera breakout, then installed 150 million rands on that particular year. The following year, and I see Honorable because it was a MTRF project 3 years.
Yeah.
Let
me install in, by the way.
To capacitate Roy Valley, ebe whole that 60% of waste, toilet, Roy Valley Kotropo.
Okay.
Correctly, that there is more development that is happening. So what happened is that the delays so far as infrastructure is concerned, compared to the development, the development was far exponential growth than what the infrastructure is.
Yes.
So there's newer houses, already flat and all of that, but the infrastructure wasty, but it still is the same. So these are the projects that we've done to make sure we capacitate Batobade. We made sure also OPEX, which is something that he doesn't understand. Each and every region in a budget. And why the Kgosi Kitofa the OPEX budget that they include.
Yeah.
Region 4,
which is
Centurion, and Region 6,
which is
Far East.
Okay.
Yes, that is a little thing. And one other thing is that being a populist also is something else. You also need to be a smart thinker of being a government. Why is the treatment that we were getting from Eskom, for example, we had then said, okay, load trading is basically here to stay. Let's then do this. We have 2 massive power stations, Roy Valley, Pretoria, Westview.
Yes, this one.
Let's repurpose this thing. Let's make sure that we get about 1,000 megawatts out of these 2 projects so that we can be able to augment from what we are getting from Eskom. Then this will assist us when the national regulator electricity tells us this is this much from Eskom. We can then be able to work on or augment on the shortfalls on that so that we can get spin-offs from our own money. And he doesn't know what per day consumption of electricity in this city. He doesn't even know why he's here. So that's why I needed somebody who knows this thing, who understands what intricacies of this. Even goes the same with water, the amount of water that we're getting. Let's then resuscitate our own water treatment plants so that we don't rely on rainwater. When price on top of it, we had 12 kiloliters of water for social development for Batwalo Abakoni and those that are employed, because we've got child-headed homes. We also got pensioners who cannot afford. Let's do that. Let's give them 100 kilowatts per hour of electricity to make sure we can assist Batwaro. But let me tell you why, as I'm planning.
Yeah.
You cannot say, Kgosi, at your own house, you are a social case, but when we check BMW, that's not a social case. You need to pay your rates and taxes.
Yeah.
It's time also, because we grew up Kgosi, we know includes registered Mamazal.
Yeah.
But we are 4 or 5 bobo.
Yes.
We're consuming electricity.
Yeah.
We've got the boys' room and all of that. But what happens is that we hide behind Mama Zala as being the pensioner. So Mama Zala applies for POP, but when there's boys that can be able to pay that.
But are those boys employed? That's the question.
No, but there wouldn't be vehicles coming through. And there's also genuine cases coloring Mama Zala Baberika. It's true. You can't charge pensioners. Sometimes you can hit Mama Zala and Mama Zala Naluan. Consumption high obviously needs to. If Mama Zala Anal one, it is well and understandable. But if there's 5 or 6 people who are employed, then the consumption is bariki social case.
Yes.
Maramutlakaso le mo o feta le motho wa lona batho ba 5. How check ka mo morao batho ba irile una le di backyard dwellers. Ba lo rong they are getting money out of stone, but ma ba patele masipala. And there are those also who are connecting illegally. We've got 125,000 illegal connections in the city in electricity alone.
Yeah.
I mean that really, and can you imagine going kilata we na giri ko timela we na motlakas mara there's somebody down the line who's got a freebie there.
Yeah, because I've seen kana going load shedding less so extreme. Na kena trivia that I'm kena mola mo king Salbon site. There will be outages. Mara Mosongo is late.
Yes.
Late, yeah.
And wana patele motlakas wena ausa patele ba tla ra utimela wena o patele motlakas. That time somebody else uchumile heater
uchumile oven
wena ka mariha o berisa gas o beira gas heater because why do a unya go consume motlakas.
Okay,
but there's people who are consuming motlakas.
Okay, Bona, we are gonna close in a minute. One question.
Yeah,
did Brink get 2 million for Kid Madla?
Why is it his populist agendas? Now we don't have the nonsense. The mafia. We don't do those.
And by the way, what are you doing with this water tanker mafias? Before you can answer that, this year Brink, did you get 2 million from Kid?
No, man, that is just nonsensical. I mean, give him to somebody. In fact, that is not verified. I mean,
did you even visit him because in Chiron?
No, it doesn't even stay in Chiron.
Man, Brink.
It doesn't even stay. No, man, no.
No,
that I can't do. Mara kia ijiguana.
Oh, ijiguana. I don't want to know.
That's why that never I'm gonna drive before go one side or tatenga tamas.
Oh, I want.
In fact, I'll bring him here.
Please do that.
I'll bring him go show nya how mo kono tubari issue.
Why bon? Yeah.
Kise motho mo serious I think who knows governance. Government and governance is not an issue ya ho bolela fela boss. You need to understand this thing.
Yeah, but and be asked the question what do you guys do with water mafias, because you know who they are? Yeah, no. Why didn't you take action kabona?
Already retubile issue. Mara utlela this nagwere na le thing. It was not skyrocketing as that. So highly it really calls for concern. So further, what we've done is that we've went through to the public protector so that we can get a neutral view from the public protector. Because I get Bariki, he said, she said, and my public protector, and then public protector would be able to say, Kisandi Pambir Arbona vis-a-vis what is happening in the city. Let me tell you this question. Wabana akanganga to whatever extent, I can tell you none of the DA councillors has water tankers.
Okay, none of them.
None of the. In fact, that business model is a weak business model. Serious, very intricate stuff.
Water
community, and really there's issues, serious issues that needs to be. That is why I get my brother. At least I'm hearing a breath of fresh air from your side. I can on the opposition benches, we can fight it out and still come here and also talk about congent stuff and facts instead of blabbing.
Okay, so of course, What your closing remarks? Rafeta no in 9 minutes.
Bono sentele maiki.
Go ahead, that's it. Go ahead, that's it.
Equipment them for maga za go we kakatletse.
Yeah, so la Kgosi your last point bafana rutile.
Okay. No, nekere nna from our side, from the current administration, focus is predominantly on delivery of service.
Okay.
So we are in every year we are trying to improve ourselves like a Kaizen principle,
Yes.
continuous improvement.
Okay.
Also part of service delivery, we're looking at the number of hours within which we can offer you the service that you require as a user.
Yeah.
So on continuous basis.
Yes.
So there's also some performance assessment that are being done to reflect back on whether we are cracking it or we're not.
Okay.
Where we're falling behind as a city or where we are on par. That is why overnight the audit report SLA AG recently.
Yes.
Which is now reflective of a lot of efforts that we have put in. There's a lot of improvement.
Okay.
A lot of things have been sorted out. A lot of things, a lot of findings that were previously identified have also been closed.
Okay.
And then the system right now.
Yeah.
On the city of Tshwane.
Okay.
Like your customer relationship management in the whole
Yes.
There's a way to now at least trace it better. There's a way to track which ones are your assets, which ones are not. There's a way to track even to double bill.
Yeah.
It's an improvement. You invest on a system,
Okay.
a system that will improve your own governance and efficiency.
Yeah.
So as this current government, our focus is amongst those things as well, to say how do we then improve. We've opened also the investment summit where we are saying the city properties, the ones that are lying dormant, we can open them up for public to come and use it. For betterment of the community itself, or even to go into 50-50.
Yeah.
We can say also let the 50 get something out of the property that belongs to it, but is not using it, as well as Omongele is using that property as well.
Yeah.
So we're looking at those kind of things in totality. Yeah.
I understand. Okay, PA, so like a more?
Yeah, no. You know, as much as we are talking here, I want to remind these two gentlemen, there's people who lost their lives just on the issue I made. You understand?
Yeah.
And now I do understand why certain service delivery do not get to people on time. You know, when there's a pothole Mostrate, there shouldn't be a meeting. We should not have a round discussion to say who's going to close it. There are dedicated departments and dedicated officials that should be dealing with such issues. We should not be having discussions on who must close a pavement, or a pothole.
Yeah.
So this speaks to, local governance, whereby service delivery needs to be delivered to people on daily basis.
Yeah.
These are bread and butter issues. Mo le horeng motho o tlamehile a thole service delivery on the spot when they need it.
Okay.
It's not like co-province where we deal about things that different compared to Ntwin.
Yeah.
So when it comes to the issue it's serious. Because as we speak right now, if you go now, you will see the color.
It's not okay, yes.
Exactly. And we have been forced now to do what?
Yeah.
And yet we are sitting in a country whereby the doctor, they are unemployed. You understand? So we are facing a serious problem. And then people should take that into account.
Yeah.
For as much as Bona, they are fighting for the money.
Yes.
Because this is what it's all about.
Money.
Yeah. Who gore ba batla go khawatha ba bangwe gore bona se ke ba thola tender ya di water tankers, then ba kenye di water tankers tsa bona gore o monga wa gana tsena ba khawathana bona ka bo bona. Wa understand? This is what it is, and we must call it the way it is. Re ska tlholo ntse re tlo sugarcoat dintho and mislead our people.
All right.
Wa understand?
Okay.
So ke tla fetsa ka yone gore as much as bona they are fighting up there, the community is suffering.
I see.
Yeah.
All right.
Just my parting shot.
Parting shot,
my parting shot. I invite community award 60. Electioning next year, local government elections 2026.
Yes.
Pretoria, very reputable candidate here.
Kima. Bandla.
Yeah.
Are more. Ya go khemere ba fana. Ya khemere nko ya ka nthela go mora go ka re bone pila.
Motto is hands on.
Yeah.
Is a praying man also.
This one.
Yes.
Okay.
I want to issue a service delivery mapalla.
Yeah.
It's escalated. It's got my support as the spokesperson dealing with utilities.
Yeah.
And I still have a relationship, obviously, with the previous officials in the city. So I still say, if the service delivery issues, community, please call Mandla. Mandla will be able to assist you. Mandla is hands-on and can be able to escalate these matters.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, if Narimufile Bagi, Yedi Tulusa plumber, he'll do it himself, but he's dependent on this government.
Yeah.
But the truth of the matter, we get this ward in 2026, we'll make this ward what it was before.
Yeah. All right. When I your campaign of a campaign like 2 minutes. I don't the campaign like we're not promising.
Candidate.
Okay, for a second to feel sense. I'm not
inside the emails or Robadilo. All right. So thanks. Thanks. So we are return into election mode, and then our candidate here on interact we have two. Yeah. So we go according to what we call primaries. So the primaries ke mo eleng gore ne community sense e kgetho bona mo bathomba are enforce anyone.
Okay.
We don't push anyone through the throat community like babang.
Okay.
So the community must choose their own person.
Yes.
For rona re batho represent ke mamon.
Okay.
So I'm working closely with all the contestants. Ntate Mukwebo. Solomon Mukwebo, he couldn't be here.
Yeah.
Lintate Ledwaba.
All right.
Ntate Ledwaba, Lintate Mukwebo, they are very hands-on. I can quote some of the things saying but they really practically here. So there's a problem that has been very persistent more than danville with RDP. Nebitagan house number A1. So all the RDPs, all the units, Nebitaga that number, Baberiksa dustbin A1. So Ntate Mukwebo and Ntate Ledwaba managed to get them the dustbin individually.
Yes.
That's dignity.
Yes.
Per house.
Okay.
So it's amongst the other things. It was a bush.
Yeah.
It was a real bush. Still not dangerous. There are some of the people who encourage that. So yeah. The reason why it's this bush during the time we are manifesting. So now it has just been done. This year.
Yes.
It has just been done. There is freedom.
Okay.
So these things those are the
two preferred candidates.
Yeah, those are the capable candidates for 2026.
I see.
Yeah.
PA, do you have the same?
Now I'm the candidate councillor PA.
Yeah, Ward 60.
Yeah, Ward 60.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Where do I intend to this day?
When you are one of the community leaders that we are intending to work with, we want to make it clear to other political parties.
Yeah.
Come 2026, there's going to be, barraking. We have already picked up a lot of things that are not right.
Okay.
If you have noticed, there have been a lot of raids.
Yeah.
In Ward 60.
Or are rated
yes.
The Pakistanis and all
business,
those things. Yes.
Pakistanis and hijacked houses and the issue of the drugs we are behind that.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
And now recently we are dealing with the issue Yamaforena in terms of Dipani. To the extent that there's about 22 people that have already being allocated Spani.
Yes.
Right here in Jehonamo.
Okay.
Because as you would know, Ward 60 is one of those wards, it can be self-sufficient because we've got areas of business. But we have encountered problems because in some of these businesses, that's why we had to ask the assistant of the mayor to come and see
yes.
And you have seen what happened.
Yeah.
Whereby people are operating illegally in these houses. We are behind that as well.
Okay.
So these are the smaller things that I can just pick up right now, except the big one. Land invasion that is currently working.
Okay.
We are busy on it.
All
We've
right.
got names.
Yeah.
So when we go in local governance, people are going to get arrested.
Is it?
We are not playing games, Rona.
Yeah.
Whether you are out of office, we will arrest you for the things that you have done.
Yeah.
Because at this point in time,
yes.
but we are gathering evidence. And there are names. They keep on popping up. They keep on popping up.
Same name.
Same name.
Yeah.
Well, I can talk about
this. 80,000.
I can talk about this issue, land grab.
Yeah.
Who sorted that thing out?
Kwena ke right. O batla go feng. Ro fair applause.
Thank you very much.
Ro fair applause. E ba pele. A re mo fair applause. Are you happy now?
There's a name that keeps on that keeps on popping up.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
Gazankulu. Who's
Gazankulu.
Yeah.
Kazamola or Kazankulu?
Kazamola,
yes. I did interview him here.
That name keeps on popping up each and everywhere where there's land invasion and nothing's being done.
Yeah.
This guy was hit.
Why come on. Why I know he does know about Kazamola.
Head on like this.
All right, let's go to the WhatsApp kapile. Can I WhatsApp one? I said face to face. Why you can take my headphones off? They're not done yet. Yeah. All right. Can I WhatsApp that Calvin Mosekare? We are being bled out because of I think we are paying double for townships. They've been taking service to people who are not paying in townships. The bills are just abnormal. We understood we are paying for those that didn't have, but right now the city is robbing people. Anyone who votes for these coalition parties is crazy, but I understand they want votes from townships. At Tresville, you will see government buildings burning, yet they swift of pay. They switch of paying residents. What is the city and her mayoral committee? What the city and mayoral committee is doing is extorting on the middle class. I'll vote for Mandla any day. Yeah, man. All right, and then the last one are besides election mode, Mandela is very responsive. Okay, gentlemen, we have come to the end. Yeah, I want to thank you so much for being with me today. I hope when Temba is the first time le Mandla. Okay, the candidate. This is the candidate of Ward 60 Bakaicho, DA, and I hope and I hope and I hope the other candidates as well will come up. ActionSA PA as well. Right? And then ActionSA, please later on bring him. Let us interview. Come on. Let's interview him, Kgosi, and then ask him that and then they want to know what is what, and to know what are they promising people, because 2016, 26 is just around the corner. So guys, thank you so much. Please, Morena, way as soon as possible. At least there was not much blood on the floor. There was some, but not that much. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Mara, this is a walkover, man.
Next time I'm
going serious, man.
Everybody is chance to respond and opinion high. 100%. Yeah, but guys, thank you so very much. Please, guys, this is your home, Mandla. Loyalist candidate, please. This is your home.
So
every time Kerry Clan guys
is this what is happening in council?
Me bra. So I wanna go there. I wanna go and see this thing.
In fact, these are councillors that we have been given.
Man, I wanna go and see this thing. This is something else. It was the political council. Okay, please, guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, if it's more about today, didn't say it's fine. The councillors are leaving now. Thank you so much for taking your time and your data for being with us today, man. Kgosi FM. We thank you so much again for your comments. And that Osbongi, Calvin, thanks so much again. Lata Calvin, it's still a show. Oh no, but border. I'm gonna post this video on my YouTube because it was not broadcasted live. But those who are watching more Facebook, it's there. But I'm gonna put it up on my YouTube arena, and then you can be able to go and see. Please like, share, subscribe, and talk to me as well. Tell me who you want me to bring on studio, and I'll bring them here. Bona, Mudimukyo. Bye bye. We walk blind and try to see.